Hey guys, Lord here, back in with another action figure review, and today we'll be taking a look at the Page Punchers 7-inch Ghosts of Krypton Superman, or as I like to call him, Big Ass Badass Superman, because he is a big ass badass Superman if I ever saw one. I mean, holy crap. That said, this of course project was by the fine folks over at, is it McFarlane Toys or is it DC Direct? I don't freaking know anymore, but at any rate, whoever's putting this thing out, kudos. This thing is freaking awesome. So before we get too far ahead of ourselves, why don't we cut right to the chase, get to the meat and potatoes of this review and take a look-see at all Soups has to offer in terms of accessories. Never understood why people call them that. Soups. Just makes me want soup. Got a collectible trading card, some info on the back, hopefully in regards to that comic he comes with, because look at this. He comes with part 1 of Ghosts of Krypton. Who'd have thunk it? A build a storyline with action figures? What are we, Toy Biz? They didn't actually build storylines, but you know what I mean. So, other than that, he does come with a hockey puck display stand that we're seeing with all McFarlane Toys releases, or at this point DC Direct, I guess. And here he is. This dude is gnarly as heck. I really liked his figure. Now, all this armor actually comes off, so you can take off this chest piece. Pops over his head. It's got some ball jointed pauldrons on it. These things look like spawn demons or something. And if you pop his noggin off, I can pop his noggin off without busting anything. You can take this little mask off. Hopefully pop the noggin back on. I don't know. I haven't tried it. Last time I did this, it was really warm, so let's see if I can get it back on without having to do that. Trying to tap into the inner strength of my elders. There we go. Alright, it's in there. Not great, but it's in there. Then he's got this belt that just untabs from the back. And then he's got a Spawn Gauntlet right down to the bladed kind of doohickey on the end there. Doohickey? Really? Is that the best you'd come up with? Yes. But, unpop that here. At least, I think you can. Will it come off now? Came off earlier. It's not coming off now when I'm doing the video. Jerk off, come on. There we go. Oh, it's popping the wrong side, whatever. Either way, it's off. There you go. There you go. And then he's got the big knuckle duster over here. This one's a little trickier to get on, but take this off too. The only reason we're doing this is because of articulation. These things will get in the way, so you won't be able to see his full range. And then he's got these big old Spawn boots. And they just untab from the back, just like the gauntlets did. So there's one boot. It helps that they're asymmetrical like they are. Completely different designs. Here's his other boot. That was on the right side, more of a cone shape. I'd be like, yeah, this is like Spawn Superman. What the heck? But there he is, stripped down. Still pretty cool looking. He's got a lot of armor texture and whatnot, but he looks way better with the armor, man. Way better. But there you go. There you have it. He's got a nice cloth cape. So there you go. But as far as his articulation goes, his head will rotate. Very limited, but it will rotate. Look up and down. His shoulders will go out about that far. He's got that beautiful butterfly, so you can shift him around if you want. It'll rotate all the way around. Bicep swivel, double elbow. This will be hindered by the gauntlets. Not too chunky on there, so that's a plus. He's got ball hinge wrists. they will hinge, rotate, and swivel. No alt hands, but he does have spiked knuckles. This guy Ghost Rider now. He's got a diaphragm joint, which is very primitive. It's the straight peg going into the upper body and the ball going into the midsection. So you don't get a ton of range out of that. You get a lot of range with the waist, but with just the top joint, it's not anything to write home about. And it's not the tightest thing either, so that kind of sucks. I still can't believe that this guy has like the dated torso joint. Like, isn't this just exclusive to Hush Batman at this point? What are we doing here? It's like, what are we doing here, man? That said, his hips will kick out, back down, forward and back. He does have a thigh cut. Double jointed knee. Not too chunky there at all. Pretty smooth, actually. Then we have the ball hinge ankle. That will hinge, rotate, and pivot, as well as a toe hinge and peg holes at the bottom of the feet. So there you have it. There is Ghosts of Krypton Soups. Looking like Soups at the moment. I'll put his armor back on off camera just because it's a bit of a pain in the ass. And it is like 5 a.m. as the time I'm recording this. And I'm going to go to sleep on top of the fact that my girlfriend's getting sick of me staying up late. And for those of you who think I'm whipped, if you saw what my girlfriend looked like, you might want to do what she says sometimes too. So there's that. So with that being said, it is time now that we move right along and take a look at some size comparisons. First up, here is Superman, all armored up again, alongside the only other figures I was able to snag from this Page Puncher's wave. I can't find freaking Valzod for some weird reason, but we do have Brainiac, spoiler alert, he's my favorite, and the Ghost of Zod, spoiler alert, he's creepy as hell. I mean, look at that face. That's a face only a mother could love, and knowing his mother, she's probably dead in the Phantom Zone too, and looks freakier than he does. That said, this Superman's a freaking behemoth next to these two. I didn't expect him to be this tall, but dang it all if he is. So getting these two out of the way, we'll be looking at them tomorrow. But here we have the Mythic Legion's Brother Mandibilith. And the infamous Living Spawn, who I doubt, yeah, he ain't towering over everyone today. The Superman's a freaking giant. So, with that being said, it's time now that we wrap things up with some final thoughts. Overall, and aside from the super dated torso articulation, at least at this point, because last I checked, the Hush Batman was the only body buck utilizing such dated articulation as that, so that is a bit of a bummer. That said, if you can get past that, this is one of the most badass looking Superman figures I've ever seen in my whole freaking life. Like, he's got gnarly 90s style Spawn shoulder pads, he's got the big chunky Spawn gauntlets and boots, he's got a samurai skirt looking thing going on, he's got a scar on his face and a gas mask. He looks freaking awesome. This is probably the coolest Superman has looked in this whole entire McFarlane Toys DC action figure line since that crazy Superman Gundam Unchained Armor thing from year one of these figures. So yeah, man, I like this figure a lot. I like this Ghost of Krypton wave a lot, but stay tuned. I'm going to be taking a look at the next two figures I was able to pick up from that tomorrow. So with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this review, and until next time, I'll catch you guys later.